I might be talking loud because I got these headphones on. Good evening and morning, depending on where you are. Hey, everybody. I am sleepy, but I wanted to show y'all something and something because I was reading just a moment ago, just looking over some stuff and looking into some stuff. I'm always doing, and I wanted to share my thoughts with y'all. Hey, I took a nap, but I'm still tired. But I saw something. It's crazy because I was just thinking about you a little while ago, and you one of the first people in the class. So hey, you were supposed to be here. You were supposed to be here because I literally just thought about you maybe about 15, 20 minutes ago. Hey, I'm sleepy and wide awake combo. Right, right. That's where I'm at. I'm hungry and I don't know what I want to eat. I made me some soup earlier, and so then I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat. I don't know. I might make me some bacon and eggs. It's probably what I'm about to make. But also, I had to like go through all that stuff, and it was so much. I'm like, hey, so, ooh, y'all, this string from this book just scared the hell out of me. I thought it was a spider. Look, and y'all know I ain't got my glasses on. Y'all see it? Did y'all see how I quit talking for a minute? Baby, I thought I was about to have to fight for my life. It is the string from the book. When I sat down, the desk rocked and it started moving, baby. You see my eyes. It looks special, okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. You see? Oh, hold up now. What is this? Interesting. I just don't want to. I don't want to mess up my kitchen. I don't want to. I don't want to wash no dishes. So I'm trying to think of what I can eat where I don't have to wash no dishes. Since my kids ain't here, I be trying to do the least amount of cooking as possible where I gotta wash a lot of dishes. And most of the stuff I like it causes me to make a lot of dishes, and I don't get to yell at them kids and say go in here and clean the kitchen. So baby, I be trying to limit the amount of pots, pans, spoons, and I got a dishwasher, and I don't even want to do that. No, I'm about to use two little pots. If I can't make it in two pots, I'm probably not making it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's just me. Boiled eggs is good, but I'm gonna make me some bacon and eggs. That's what I'm gonna make, and that's all I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna fry my eggs with some garlic, salt, pepper. That's how I like them, crispy on the edges. I don't want it runny, and I can do all of that on one cast iron skillet in the oven because I'm gonna cook that bacon, and then when it's almost done, I'm gonna crack two of them eggs in there, go in there and flip them for the last 2 minutes, baby, and I'm gonna be done. Wipe that pan and go. Yep. And I got all my plastic containers for when I do eat out. I'm about to rinse that back, spray it down with that little game spray, baby. Hit it with that water and put it on the side. And I got plastic and forks. I'm not about to do it. I don't want to. I don't want to. I need something quick, fast, because my schedule is so off right now. I've been waking up at like 8 o'clock. Y'all know I don't like that. Sir, you said, Circa, get out my plate. Pumpkin, listen. I like simple food. I do. Anyway, let's get to this. See, that's the only thing. I can't cook in the microwave. And I done messed up my kids. They can't cook in the microwave either. I mean, I can cook in the microwave, but I don't like my food. I only use my microwave for like water. Like if my coffee maker ain't working or I need to heat up a big bowl of water and I don't want to use a pot, that's what I use. My microwave most of the time is unplugged. I warm all my food up in the oven, everything. And y'all bought me an air fryer and I still use the oven. I just don't like all of that microwave. And it's crazy because now they talking about all the stuff is toxic, whatever. Baby, I put all my food in it. And I've done that for years. Everything I'm warming up is going to be, like I'll melt some butter in the microwave. You know what I'm saying? Or defrost some meat in there. I will do that if I'm in a rush. But other than that, baby, I'm not putting none of my food in that microwave. And I've been like that for a long time. Even when I had my son, I was like 17, 18, moved in my crib. I had a microwave and didn't really use it. I always put my food. I don't know. I just like the way the oven do your food when you heating it back up. Rice, everything. Well, y'all taught me that whole re-steam my rice thing, so I've been using that. But other than that, baby, I'm putting my food in the oven. You was doing the homework. Y'all watched. Good job. Well, this is off of that. We about to, if y'all want to do it real quick, I just want to show y'all something that I found. So, who remembers me telling y'all that Lord of the Rings is biblical? I ain't gonna say all of it. I said, but they reading a story. They got access to some old manuscripts. This man is not just writing this. Y'all remember? I'm not saying he ain't just writing it, but he didn't read something. Y'all remember? Y'all remember me saying this? Y'all. I found it today. I found it today. Just right now. And I ain't even finished reading it because we was going to read one part and God told me skim down. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. I need y'all to go to Joshua chapter 13. Please. Please go to Joshua chapter 13. I be looking up all kind of stuff, I tell you. NIV, please. Let me know when y'all over there. And then we going to go back and read the rest of this because it's very important. But I want y'all to go to a specific place real quick. Y'all want to go on the scavenger hunt real quick? We ain't going to be on here long because I'm going to go make me some food. But do y'all want to go on the scavenger hunt? Because I think it's very important. And it made my toes wiggle real fast. A 2-minute search made my toes. I said, I'm about to share this with the class. I ain't even going to do the research without them. We can do it together. The documentary. Do y'all be going back and watching the classes? Because y'all know that all of that is in there, right? Y'all know that's why we record on YouTube. Y'all can answer a lot of them questions. And I ain't even trying to be funny or grouchy or nothing. But the reason sometimes I don't answer those questions is because if you go back and run through the other class, you can answer that question yourself. It's like 20 people that came in here and asked me. So it's like, how was you in class and you know we watched it? Or like, I be trying to figure that out. Because how do you know that I mentioned a documentary? And I'm not just saying to you, no. I'm not fussing at you, but I be wanting y'all to look at it from my view. People will come in and say, what documentary? Well, if you can ask me, and I'm saying this to you, I'm saying this to everybody. And you know we record on YouTube. That's why sometimes I don't answer the question because you can find out. I can see if we only did it on TikTok, then yeah. But no, you can find out for yourself. Mm-hmm. And so that's why some questions I don't answer because, it's a way for you to find out without asking me and I'm having to say it 100 times. So I'm not fussing at you. I'm just wanting to say that because I know people notice and that's why I don't because we record. Yes. So anything is called the 7 signs of Christ's return or Christ coming, but that's how you find out. That's why we do it. I love y'all. I do, but I'll be said it 100 times, and then sometimes it's in the middle of me talking about something else. You said, you told me to go to YouTube every day. Why am I recording if y'all not gonna go check? That's a waste of time and a waste of my dang data. No. I don't gotta be looking like a bobblehead if y'all not gonna go over there. That's a waste of my time, baby, and a waste of my neck muscles. No. Ain't love y'all, but no. To me, and I'm not saying this to nobody specifically, but I'm just telling y'all how I feel about it. It's lazy. I'm gonna be honest, it's real lazy. And then people get an attitude, you being lazy. You can go back and find for yourself, and then you're gonna come in here every day and say, oh, I missed the homework. Well, you know where to find it. Because that's what I would say to my kids. Don't play like you don't know where it's at. I ain't about to do it. It's a waste of my time and words. When you can go find it for yourself. You missed the class and you want me to reiterate the class to you when you can go watch it. No. I won't be doing any of that. Love y'all, but I'm not. No, not when we record every day. Mm-mm. Love y'all, but I won't be doing it when you can answer the question for yourself. I be feeling like you drive past the McDonald's every day, but you gonna ask me how to get there. You said I wish I could tell my husband that. Listen, auntie, I just got off the phone with y'all nephew. We talked for about an hour and a half, and he was like, "Mom, talked to y'all niece earlier today, and we were talking about how people don't teach their kids to do stuff. People don't teach their kids to do nothing, and it's like it be frustrating my kids because they're young, but they have to deal with a lot of older people that don't know how to do a lot of stuff. I'm talking about simple, basic life skills, and they be like, "Mom," I said, "Baby, I kept trying to tell y'all. Y'all was mad at me because I was so how I was with y'all, but I had to work with people like that. I had to deal with people. I was in relationships with people like that. Like it becomes a strain on you when you gotta know you gonna learn how to do it, and if you don't want to, then you just want to know how. But I'm not about to waste my time trying to teach you either. I am here to teach you how to seek and find. That is my job. If I keep telling you, you'll never learn to look for yourself, and that's real life. If I cook for you every day, you'll never learn how to cook. If I wash your clothes, you'll never learn how to do it yourself. And so what happens when something happens to me? You don't know how to do it. You hear me? If you always do it for them, then they don't know how to do it. I'm going to get you an alarm clock. You're going to get up by yourself because what if I oversleep or I got to go to work? I'm not going to be here to wake you up every day. You're going to have to get up. You're going to have to remember how to lock the door. You're going to have to remember this. You're going to have to remember if you're going to cook. People be like, "Oh, I'm so overwhelmed." That's because you do everything. Told y'all, my kids, as soon as they learned colors, they was doing laundry. If you can tell me pink one for candy, you can tell me pink one for shirt and put it down there in the pink pile, babe. And your big sister is gonna stand on that thing, and your big brother is gonna start the washer, and y'all all gonna get it out the dryer, and y'all all gonna fold your stuff because you wear it. I'm serious. I'm not about to keep going in this kitchen making you nothing. My kids will tell you they've been cooking since they was about 4 years old, all of them. You can make some sausage and eggs. Because you ain't about to keep wasting my time. I make food and then you don't want to eat it. You'll eat it if you make it. So let's get in here and teach you how to do it on this skillet. They knew how to make pancakes and everything. Told you, I used to buy them little pancake things. Baby, show them how to fill it up with that water. I'm not about to keep doing this. You're not going to keep running me like I'm no slave. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, Amber. And my kids was I'm talking about they was efficient. One got the laundry, one got the kitchen, one in there cooking, somebody washing the dishes. I'm not about to be your slave. You're not about to work me. And it paid off. Because they be teaching their spouses everything, all of them. Anybody they date, they putting them on to so many things, how to just do everything. And they be like, "Mom, I don't understand." I said, "Baby, listen. I told you it's a lot of people out here that's good for nothing." And I'm not saying it like, oh, they're not nothing. Their parents didn't teach them nothing. How to grocery shop, how to do laundry, how to manage their bills, how to do nothing, baby. How to talk to people, how to nothing. I was like, well, I finished watching it with the family. I was mind blown from the door portals to the agency. The creatures, I love it. If you watch the Christmas movie, the red one, the movie connects all to it as well. Nephew, I just put it in my watch list. That's crazy. Did. Just put it in my watch list because I saw that Krampus thing. And I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just telling you. It's a real thing. Y'all see it every day at work. It's okay that your kids is cute, but they know how to do. They need to know how to do stuff. What if something happen to you, and they gotta go live in a shelter or in the care of another family member that ain't gonna have felt some type of way? Like you don't know. And so when you don't prepare your kids, you make them like sitting ducks. I don't care what nobody say. Because we don't know what's going to happen always. You have to. Oh, I am. I'm going to watch it. I just put it in my thing. I'll probably watch it tomorrow because I'm probably going to take off tomorrow, y'all. I think I've been overworking myself a little bit because with the dehydrating and staying up all night and making sure I'm getting up and then getting up and working and all that stuff and then moving all that stuff, my body is like, mm-mm. So I'll probably be taking off tomorrow. That part. Yeah. You never know. I know grown people who can't boil water, baby, but they be fly as hell, don't they? And can't do nothing. You said take 2 days so I can catch up on class. Hilarious. I am probably going to chill tomorrow because, baby, this whole I've been pulling doubles and triples down there. But anyway, let's get to this because I want to show y'all this and then I'm going to get off. Knowing how to comprehend and communicate is definitely neglected. Baby, D! Learning how to work in a communal setting, because unless you work by yourself every day in your own office where nobody else is in the building, you need to know how to work around in a community. You need to know how to not be the cancer in the workplace. And a lot of people don't know how to not be the cancer. They want to, you know what I'm saying? You the person gonna bring the drama and craziness and the attitude to work every day. Why do you come here? Why? It's another place. I promise it is. But you're gonna ruin everybody's day because what? That's the only way you know how to get attention? Absolutely not. No. I'm not doing this at 7 o'clock in the morning. You slamming cups down and stuff. Girl, what's wrong with you? The hell? That energy gonna spread from cubicle to cubicle to cubicle to chair to station to station. Baby, go home. Hell, don't none of us want to be here. You better make the best of it. You ain't about to ruin my day. And that's why I work from home. God knew what job to give me because I said, look, I can do corporate America, but for real, you know I don't want to. Because people didn't train their kids. And that's why I told y'all this and I'm going to get to what I want to get to. I be mad at parents to be like, oh, it ain't that bad. Bull, it is. They deal with the smaller version of the people you hate at work. That's their parents. That's their grandma. Yes, it's just as bad as the person that make you want to lose your job, risk it all. They deal with the kid version of that at school. Yes, they do. And sometimes they got the Lord forgive me, this ain't to nobody, but they got the silly teacher that just like the boss, see it and don't do nothing. Yes, they deal with the exact same amount of stress that you do every single day. You can get in your car and go sit. When they on the way home, unless you pick them up, they got to deal with maybe 10 of those people on the bus to school and from school. Not counting the ones they have to deal with in school. Oh, I wish all I had to do was go to school. Stop it. They wish all they had to do was go to work because they think when you an adult, you can do and say what you want, and they don't realize that y'all all dealing with the same people every day. Dad, mom, older brother that works at McDonald's, and a lady threw the cup back at him. Somebody spilled your milk on purpose, and somebody took your coffee cup. Y'all all dealing with the same people every day in real life. The little girl that's being abused at home, come to school, pick on her, always trying to turn somebody against her. You're dealing with that at work. The young lady that does, or the man that don't get the attention they need from their spouse or whoever in their family, they're always making a problem with you because they really want your attention. They really want to talk to you. And the only way to talk to you is to start a problem with you. So they have a reason to have an audience with you. Don't nobody got time for that. It's this won't do corporate America. Because I'll be like, oh yeah, I was in there like case number 246. Oh, okay. So you didn't have nothing growing up. This is why you in here talking about everybody ain't got nothing. You probably doing the best in your family, so then that's why you in here on that. Your husband is cheating on you all the time, so you're always calling somebody a hussy. And these women need to stay out of everybody's face, because you know your nigga is the nigga face they be in. The boss wasn't never nothing. And then when his homeboys hooked him up with a job, or he did a lot on his resume, now he treats everybody like crap because somebody, when he was little, told him he was never going to be anything. And so he comes in here every day. He's going to let you know what a hunk you are. And if you don't like it, you can get up out of here, because I'm the boss. Then don't forget the attention, folks. No, 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 because I'm sick. Why is you talking so loud? We in the office. Don't forget the water well people that's then made friends with everybody. And now they come into the water well to tell you everybody business. Never their own, just everybody else's. So the person that'll be standing right in your face when the rumors get started, say, well, no, because we talked about it. Remember you told me? No, remember you told me. This the messy girl at school. Because she sit at home and watch her mama talk about everybody. So then she does the same thing at school. Like, I don't have time. Mm-mm. Nope. I don't want no part of it. Tell me y'all don't work with these people. None of y'all don't work with these people. Y'all work with these very people. And they kids go to school with your kids. So if they get on your nerves, they get on your kids. Their kids get on your kids' nerves too. Because your kids act like you. The things that bother you, your kids probably don't like them either. So quit telling them about how school isn't that hard. Yes, it is. Their day at school is just as stressful, if not more, than yours. Because you can go get in your car and woosah. They don't have no car to go get into. And this person might be stuck in a class just like they stuck in your department. Stop it. You got to pass them at the water thing. You at lunch in the break room. They deal with the same exact amount of pressure that you do. You can go have a drink. You can go do this. What they supposed to do? And then get home and you tell them how their stress level isn't as big as yours. Yes, it is. Kids called your son the N-word. I'm trying to tell you. We're going to move on. They deal with the exact same stuff you deal with. The exact same stuff. And this is why I taught my kids about character. I said, because you got to learn how to deal with them, because these same people are going to be at your job. I can't wait till I'm a grown-up. I said, they're there when you're a grown-up. And sometimes they're worse. Mm-mm. It is more stressful for them because they don't have a way out. They can't go to the club and shake it and pop it in. They don't get to do that. Oh, yeah. They don't get to release like you do. And then they have to come home and do chores and get yelled at about their grades and all of this kind of stuff. Like when you get pulled in the office for your performance because you're going through it home and you really can't keep your mind straight. Never mind. We back over here. That ain't even what we got on here for. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. This for somebody. Yeah, they do deal with the same stress you do. Give them kids a break. Now, moving on. I don't know who that's for, but yeah, you. You. It's for you. It is for you. Whoever that you is, it's for you. It is. There we go. Okay. What is this? 22. All right. I need y'all to go to Joshua chapter 13 in the NIV to verse 22, please. Thank you. Verse 22. Y'all ready? Here we go. It says, in addition to those slain in battle, the Israelites had to put to the sword Balaam, son of Beor, who practiced divination. I just got really dizzy all of a sudden. That's crazy. Interesting. All right. Can you please go look up Beor and tell me what comes up? Beor. Tell me the first thing you see. Please. Joshua chapter 13. Joshua chapter 13. Lord of the Rings? Y'all see what his whole name is? His name in Lord of the Rings is Balaam, son of Beor. Balaam, L-A-A-N, and not Balaam of Beor. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Because I went and did a little research in the Lord of the Rings and what they said he did. And he crossed the Blue Mountains and went up into the northern area, I guess, or came down from, either he went up or he went down in Lord of the Rings, right? So I Googled Blue Mountains. The Blue Mountains is in Oregon. Y'all. The Blue Mountains are in Oregon, stretching into extreme southeastern Washington, right? That's where the Blue Mountains of America are. But remember now, his name is Beor of Old. Beor of Old, if I'm not mistaken, let me make sure before I say this. Give me 1 second. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So, he lived during the time, of course, because he's here in Joshua's time, he's alive, right? And Joshua fought who a lot? Who was Joshua always going? Him and David fought a lot of the same people. It was a race of beings. Who did they fight? The giants. The giants. So the Blue Mountains are in the northeastern part of Oregon and Washington. He was a Philistine, right? These stories, Lord of the Rings, and all of these stories have everything to do with the Bible. Because when you go and you go back to these books and you're looking up the names, and when you go and research where these places are, it depends on if it was before the flood right after the flood, right? But even the first people after the flood, they called them the people of old. That was still 5,000 years ago. So 2,500 years ago, Beor, who was after the flood, right? Some of the first generations after the flood, or whatever it is, like, that first 1,000 years or so after the flood, or whatever it is, they would have been the men of old or the men of renown, because the first ones was already gone. But we know that giants were still in the land. We know this, that Noah was 210 feet tall. Okay? And if there were giants in the land when David was around and Solomon was around, where did they come from? Where? And we've talked about this, right? We talked about this. When you go through this Joshua chapter 13, I believe it's some of the battles from Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. And I've said this, but as I'm going through the names and looking up different stuff, and y'all know they always just give us a version, right? But all the wars that they was fighting, if there's a Balaam, of son of Beor, in Lord of the Rings, and we know that this is during the period after the flood, but still when life was, they were still living in whatever they was living in, building castles and whatever. And understand, not all the castles were destroyed. They dried out just like a flood here. I'm thinking at the same time period. Yes. So this Joshua 13, and it's talking about the land now. It says that the Philistines kept encroaching on territories that God had gave to Israel. This is what the wars was about. Moving the lines one way or the other. What's the war about today? Tell me what they fighting over right now. The Philistines and the Israelites are fighting over what? The lines of what land? Listen, I said they fighting over the land. People are being slain because of the terror. Come on. So if you go back up to the top of this, listen, I said, like all I hear on my body just stood up. I just want y'all to know that. And I'm not going to read all this. Come on now. I'm not going to read all this with y'all, but I do want y'all to be looking into here because I think it's very interesting, okay? Look here. Excuse me. It said, when Joshua had grown old, the Lord said to him, you are now very old, and there are still very large areas of land to be taken over. He said, you old, but I still got some stuff for y'all that I'm about to do. You thought I did something all them years when you was running through there. He said, you old now, but I'm still about to give you this land. I'm still about to give it to you. Oh, you thought I forgot? Didn't. I was just waiting on some things I had to get in order, honey. It's still some stuff. It's a whole bunch of it, too. Not a little bit, a lot. He old now. He done fought the Canaanites and fought with all of the giant kings. All of them. Look at this. It says this is the land that remains. All the regions of the Philistines, all the regions. All of them. The ones they took over too. All the regions of the Philistines. Wherever they got land at. Now, do we know that they was conquerors? Huh? They was conquerors. They didn't just conquer ancient Mesopotamia, the Middle East, they conquered the world. They was going everywhere. That's why they stuff is everywhere. So when God said, I'm giving you all of the territories, well, Britain can have a territory over here. They can have a territory in France. They can have a territory in Israel. They can have a you see what I'm saying? America got up. The islands is American territories, is it not? Territory don't always gotta be right where you at, do it? Huh? Do it? Am I wrong? You can have a we could America could have a territory in Australia, right? It don't gotta be in the same country, it could be somewhere else. Don't Britain got a colony here or what's the name here? Britain got some kind of land here, don't they? Don't Britain own the land at Disneyland or somebody own it in Washington, D.C. or something like that? Am I wrong? Ain't one of the Washingtons? Right, but they have actual territory here. China does too? Okay, so China got territories here that's considered Chinese land, right? Britain, the UK, whoever the Queen folks, they got some land here that's considered not American soil, technically, right? And then America, what land? What is not Haiti? What's the other one? Puerto Rico is a American territory, right? Yeah, in the Virgin Islands. That's the other one I was looking for. Thank you. Okay, so these are territories that ain't right where we at, but they still ours, right? So when God said, I'm going to give you the territory, the land of the Philistines and the territories, that wasn't just in Egypt. I mean, in the ancient Mesopotamia. That's anywhere that they had conquered. You realize that? It wasn't just that land, it's anything that they own. He said all the territories of the Philistines. And we know that they were huge on invading and taking over people's land everywhere. They were some, remember, the Philistines were the seafaring people, were they not? Don't we know them to be the seafaring people? Ain't that what they said? They made ships and boats and traveled the waters and whatnot. They were the original Vikings. We'll just leave it at that. Were they not? They were seafaring people. They went around everywhere, conquering and doing whatever they needed. I'm sorry, y'all. My back is itchy. I need to put some lotion on this dry. Okay, here we go. It says, this is the land that remains, all the regions of the Philistines, the Girgashites, from the Shihor River on the east of Egypt to the territory of Ekron on the north. Now, what is is Egon a name? Anywhere that the U.S. has an embassy, the embassy is considered territory. This is what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you. And this is what I'm talking about. Exactly that. Thank you. So, y'all remember in Game of Thrones, the son's name was Aegon. But Aegon the Great was like a big name, right? right? It was several Egons or whatever their names is, or whatever, however you say that, Egon or whatever you say it, right? Is it anything to change Egan to Ekron? If they changed Balaam to Balaam just with an N, or Inky, Inca in the Inky, it's always one or two letters or swapped, right? And I'm not saying this is, but it's just so crazy that Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings are all kind of put around the same time. And when you get to looking through here and looking through the names, and like if you go look up Ekron or whatever, you might see Egon as another version of that same name. So then what did we find? When we going to watch Lord of the Rings, or we're going to watch Game of Thrones, how is it that it all lines up? The wars, the 5 kings, the 7 kings, all of this stuff lines up. It's mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing that they've been making us pay all this money. And literally we going to watch the Bible. They're spin on it, of course, but it's all biblical. Because when I went and looked at the Pangea Mountains, I mean, not the Pangea, but when I went and just now looked at the Pangea map, where Oregon and Upper Washington and that whole area is, connects right there to Canada, right? And they're saying that this Bayor, whatever his name is, blah, 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 he crossed the Blue Mountains into another space. So he crossed the Blue Mountains of Montana or wherever he was at, right on the coast where the water is, and he went up into Canada. Interesting. Did it not? Did the Bible not tell us that these people was conquering the earth? The earth. They was leaving ancient Mesopotamia and going other places. Yes or no? Is this not what was happening in Game of Thrones? They wasn't just in ancient Mesopotamia. They was all over the place. Was they not? There was. Okay. Here we go. It says, river on the east of Egypt to the territory of Ekron on the north, and all of it counted as Canaanite, though held by 5 Philistine rulers in Gaza. So there was 5 giant rulers in Gaza. Is Gaza in our news right now? Is it? It's getting smacked. Interesting. Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gath, and Ekron. The territory of the Avites on the south, all the land of the Canaanites from Ara of the Sidonians as far as Aphek, and the border of the Amorites, the area of Biblios, where we get our word Bible from, just means book, and all Lebanon to the east, from Baal Gad, below Mount Hermon, to Lebo Hamath. Y'all, if I'm not mistaken, all of this area right now is war-torn. And like I said, I haven't been able to get all the way through it because I just wanted to share that with y'all. But if I'm not mistaken, all of what we are reading right here is the areas that's being torn up. Because ain't Lebanon getting some stuff too? And Damascus. Lebanon is getting, it's got something going on right now as well, right? Now, I got a question. And this is not to offend nobody. But was the Philistines giving the Israelites hell back in the day? Was they eating the Israelites back in the day? Was they enslaving the Israelites back in the day? Was they taking whatever they wanted to from them back in the day? Because they could. Remember me telling y'all sometimes it's not about the people, it's about the area. The actual land. How much Hebrew blood do you think was shed there? Okay. Can I run a scenario by y'all real quick? Can I run a scenario by y'all real quick? Hypothetically speaking, say you wanted to assume somebody's life, bloodline, that kind of stuff, right? Y'all know how y'all email me and say, "CERCA, somebody's pretending to be you and they're trying to give readings," knowing I don't give no readings, which keep making me lose family members over here. Moving on. If you don't know me well enough to know that I ain't doing no readings, then that's on you. You wasn't supposed to be here anyway. Moving on. Say, for instance, somebody is pretending to be me. I didn't trick them. They tried to trick me out of my space to become me. Right? Right? But they don't know it's people looking for me. And these people have said they don't care how long it takes. When they see you, it's on site. And you didn't assume my whole everything, not knowing it's some people looking for me. Moved into my house, eating my food, driving my car, using my cards and everything else because you think you done did something. Whole time you set yourself up because now I can get away and now you gonna catch the hell I was supposed to get. So the descendants of the Romans and the Greeks and all of the northern folks that came down and said, "Oh, y'all skin a little too brown, we gonna mix with y'all and then unalive everybody darker than this nigga right here," is catching the hell that the Philistines, it's about the land. It ain't about because it's folks, it's Palestinians everywhere. It's only right there that it means something. Is it not? They can be anywhere else in the world and be cool. Just not right there. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? gotta be careful trying to take over folks' houses and stuff because you don't know who's looking for that house. And sometimes you're gonna pay for some stuff you might not have even did to nobody, trying to assume somebody else's character, baby, and assume they life and they role. Be careful. Because the Philistines did a lot of. Now, the people in Israel, them is Romans and Greeks too, because they didn't just invade one area, they invaded all. And I ain't saying it's okay for nothing that's happening to either one of them. But y'all ain't even supposed to be over there anyway. Quit moving into people's houses while they on, like, even though God gave it to y'all because we didn't do right by it. I mean, the crazy thing is, both of those groups got rid of these people. That was the original people of the land, did they not? We displaced. The Bible said that the true folks was going to be displaced. They was going to be in lands that wasn't their own. No? And somebody else was going to be over there. No? Ain't that what it said? That's what it said. That's what it said. Somebody else was going to be in our space. Right? But our babies was still going to be slain in the street. Did it not say? Our babies are slain in the street all around the world. Palestinians can't go into certain areas in that area, but they can go anywhere else in the world and be fine. We can't go nowhere. It don't matter what continent. Even if we on the blackest continent in the world, we still gonna experience some kind of racism, are we not? And our babies are killed for holding popsicle sticks. They ain't bothered nobody. Okay. I just be wanting to see if y'all be seeing what I be seeing. But back to the story. Okay. I just be wanting to see if y'all see what I see. Here we go. As for all the inhabitants of the mountain regions from Lebanon to Misrepah, Mayim, that is all the Sidonians, God is saying this, I myself will drive them out before the Israelites. Be sure to allocate this land to Israel for an inheritance as I have instructed you, and to divide it as an inheritance among the 9 tribes and the half tribe of Manasseh. Now, y'all realize that all of those people that are mentioned in those areas, giants have built up cities. All of the monolithic structures that are covered in like with Jafar. What is the movie? Lord, I'm about to be like my kids. What is it called? Arabian Nights. It's not Arabian Nights. Aladdin. Thank you. I was gonna say Arabian Nights. You remember how the cave came up that had been hidden, and then it was like they always find in some city that was hidden and whatever else, right? I want to see if y'all see some of the strategy God had. Okay, so when some of the mightiest warriors were getting ready to be taken out the game, right? God said, it's some more land I want to give you. It's some more things I want to do for you at the end of this here deal, right? But I'm going to give you all the fortified places. Because I know, because I chose you as my favorite, everybody want they run up. So he allowed these giants to build these monolithic structures, to run them out, to let the Israelites, who are going to be hated by everybody during that time, who were probably outnumbered by God knows how many, he let them move into the big fortresses that the giants built. Interesting. And it was always somebody trying to come and take their fortified cities from them. But God let their enemies build their fortresses for them. Stock them up, stock them up, stock them up, stock them. You said y'all was going and taking everything. God said, yeah, go take their stuff, go take their stuff, go take their stuff. He didn't put it in the hearts. I ain't going to say that, but you know what I mean? And then he said, now get out. But we just, right, y'all save that stuff up for my Israelites. Now move on. I said go. I said get out of here. Don't make me say it again. It's time to go. Can I? No, you can't take nothing. It's time for you to go. Thank you for stocking it up. I know everything's so beautiful. Yes, you did a grand job with this entryway. And then he'd be like, get y'all stuff, kids. It's time to go. Like, right. Just like the transition out of Egypt. Take what y'all want. Okay, well, we gonna see y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So is this the room here? This one's mine? Oh, yeah. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. Get your bags. Let's go. You ain't even got to bring all that because it's already waiting for us when we get there. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Everything is the counter is stocked, the bar is stocked, everything's stocked. It's goats and cows and gold, and you just need to choose which room you want to move into. Maybe that's why he be talking about the will of the wicked is laid up for the righteous, because he gonna let them run everything, all of it up, and then turn around and say, now leave. It's time for you to go. I have someone else I want in here now. Thank you, but no thank you. I'll take it. Every day. Will. Okay. I said, ooh, I like how you do that. You said fix it up just to get kicked out. Baby, that is not a good feeling. I have done that. I have done it in real life. I've done it. Fixed up a house, and the owner came over there and was like, oh, for real? You put this towel up, did? In there and in the bathroom. Painted, had the people come clean the gutters and clean all the vents and everything, and now I gotta leave. Ain't that something? Got the yard looking good and everything. Now I gotta leave because you wanna go up on the rent. Ain't that something crazy? Yeah, just like the transition out of Egypt. Come on now. Funny acting. Moving on. Whew. So it says the other half of Manasseh, the Reubenites and the Gadites, had received their inheritance that Moses had given them east of the Jordan, as he, the servant of the Lord, had assigned it to them. Right? So when I was looking at this, we're going to skip down real quick because all of these are giants. All of these are races of giants. It says it also included Gilead, the territory of the people of Jeshur and Makkah, or Makkah, excuse me, and all of Mount Hermon, and all of Bashan, as far as Salika or Celica. That is the whole kingdom of Og in Bashan, who had reigned in Ashtaroth and Edrei. Now, please go look up Edrei, and then go to your Lord of the Rings and look up Eridor. Look and see where Edrei is. Edrei. And then go look up where Eridor is. Tell me what you see on the maps. I gotta run to the restroom real quick. I said, oh. There's also a place called Eridu. It is. Eridu and Eridor is the same place. I showed y'all the map the other day. If Balaam, son of Beor, is Beor of old, and he lived in a time when the giants was running around in ancient Mesopotamia and everywhere else. And then I go look up Edrei, Eridu, and Eridor. Y'all see it? We already know from Norse mythology is actually and they tell us about the ice giants living there. It was the city of the gods. Is spelled E-R and U-R, is it not? Lord of the Rings is about miniature people, big people, ghost kings. The giant from Game of Thrones when Jon Snow was building. You feeling me, John? You getting where I'm at, right? This is why we need to study the wars of the Lord. This is why the wars, the kings, I told y'all, it's biblical. And they got Edrei, one of the cities of all, right. Eridor. Now my Wi-Fi want to act crazy. Of course it does, because we finding out the truth. Hey, Pumpkin. God said here he's running them into the mountains. Where was they at? Where was Eridor? Where was the trolls at? They was living in the mountains. The what's the name people, and they was the people that was mining all the gold and stuff, y'all. Who was doing that? Enoch tells us that the children of the angels is the people that was doing that. Where was they living at? In the mountains. What are they called? The mountain builders. Literally. We know from Og that the people from Game of Thrones was there. Don't we? Ooh. Here's the Lost Book of Og. Y'all know that the Game of Thrones people was in here. They was in the 100,000 Giant War right there. Game of Thrones. Boom. This the Book of Og. The dragon siblings. How they look just like. You hear me? King Og, that's meant of Bashan. Thank you, Tiv, y'all. Just so y'all know I'm not crazy. And yes, this book is old. Y'all remember when I read to y'all that when the man was on his trip, they came up on some black mountains and you wouldn't have even known that it was houses in the black mountain until you get on the mountain. Is there not a black mountain in Lord of the Rings and the people was living in there? In this book, right here, Bashan and its giant cities. This is how we found out Noah was 210 feet tall. And this is what this man saw, not didn't see. He went and saw the grave in 1891. In 1891, this man saw the grave of Seth. He saw the grave of Noah. And if I'm not mistaken, Abel. He saw the grave of Abel near Damascus. It says, let me go back, y'all. It says, but a few, it says most of them died out. It's talking about a giant species, the Rephaim. That is the giants, for such is the meaning of the name, men of stature, beside whom the Jewish spies said long afterwards that they were as grasshoppers. Numbers 33. These were the aboriginal inhabitants of Bashan and probably of the greater part of Canaan. We just read about that. Most of them died out or were exterminated at a very early period. Right, or drove into the mountains. But a few remarkable specimens of the race, such as Goliath, Sippa, and Lami from First Chronicles, were the terror of the Israelites and the champions of their foes as late as the time of David. Strange to say, a traditional memorials of these primeval giants exist even now in almost every section of Palestine, in the form of graves of enormous dimensions. As the grave of, now this is in 1891 that this man saw this, in Palestine, in the form of graves of enormous dimensions, as the grave of Abel near Damascus is 30 feet long. That of Seth in Anti-Lebanon, about the same size, and that of Noah in Lebanon, which measures no less than 70 yards, which is 210 feet. The capital and stronghold of the Rephaim in Bashan was Ashtaroth Karnaim. I just read that to you. Now, if you go back to the scripture right here, it says it also included Gilead, the territory of the people of Jeshur, and Makkah, and all of Mount Hermon, and all Bashan as far as Salika. That is the whole kingdom of Og in Bashan. Now, in this book, this man talks about some black mountains that you can't see, that it's like houses cut into the mountains. He said, but they not on know what's the name. They don't talk about it over there, and only the people that are in that area go there, because it's some people there that folks is like they be finding dead bodies just everywhere. Them same black mountains is in Game of Thrones. Are they the mountains of Argod or Arg? Y'all, why is the scripture right here? The one I just read to y'all. Hold on, where it go? Oh, yeah. Look, the Gesherite. Look, right here. It says, leaving the fertile plains of rich pasture lands to conquerors that took refuge in the rocky resources of Argob and amid the mountain fastness of Hermon. The Geshurites and the Machites, Joshua tells us, dwell among the Israelites until this day. Do y'all see this? And listen, David in some of his strange wanderings met with and married a daughter of Talmai, their chief, and she became the mother of Absalom. Absalom was a giant. Absalom was a giant. Part giant anyway. You see it? David married a giantess or gigantus. What y'all think about that? What you think about that? You said downloading the PDF right now. Okay. Is there not Black Mountains in Game of Thrones? I mean, not Game of Thrones. Lord of the Rings. Is it? It's Black Mountains in Lord of the Rings, is it not? And don't people live in there? Beings. Do they not? And every single time that you see that the Israelites was fighting against the giants, they ran them into the mountains. It never said they left the mountains. It says they ran them into the mountains. They're in Mordor. Interesting. Mordor. You said those may be looking like the orcs. So could the orcs or the ogres be from Og? Ogier, like Og's heir. We've talked about this before. You said Mordor is more doors. Listen, that part. That part. Because guess what's over there, which is really crazy, Mari? They talk about these gigantic doors in this very place. What you talking about? Gigantic doors. Who are some of the most intricate builders on the planet? The Moors. They built the Tartarian buildings. The Moors did. So you right on it. In that book, it talks about the gigantic doors in this place that a lot of people don't even know exists. Right. You said it, nephew. More doors. And the doors that the Moors built, ain't they different from all the other doors in the world? Which is real crazy. And they massive too. So you might have just put us on to something. I'm trying to tell you. The Moors are some of the most intricate builders in the world. And in this book, he talks about the giant place and everything is black. You can't see in front of your face, and then it opens up into this light thing. It's all things that make you go, So like I said, I ain't got a chance to get all the way through here, but I wanted to come and put a seed in y'all mind so y'all can be looking too. It ain't like we haven't studied it, but to read that and know the Tartarians are the Targaryens. Are you getting it now? You said Game of Thrones, hold the door, right? I know that's what he said. Hold the door and more doors. Yeah, y'all, is y'all picking it up? Y'all, I know y'all is. Y'all minds is going through all the movies now too, is they not? And Hodor was a giant, was he not? Hold the door was a giant. Technically, he wasn't a bigger giant, but he was bigger than everybody else. Because remember him, the dog, and the hound, they was all real, real big. I really believe that ogre is Og's heir. That's really what I believe that is. He's an heir of Og, an ogre, an Og heir, an ogre. We talked about this though before when we was watching. I can't think of what name. He was like, "I'm an ogre, not ogre, an Og heir." One of the heirs of Og, one of the giants of Og. Real strong and look funny too. Come on. Now, the people that lived in Mordor, do they look like the demons that we describe, that we read about? The way they skin look. When we read about how the angels got turned into the dark angels, right? Not all of them, they look like that. Because some of them got the wild hair and they got like pig faces with the tusk, but they got a human body. This is all the demons we was reading. Well, some of the COs, should I say, of hell. If you go back and look at them and go back to what we read, they describe a lot of them in there. A whole bunch of them. They just been playing with these names, y'all, but they've been feeding us the Bible the whole time. I'm about to go make my bacon and eggs and get in my bed. I don't know if I'm coming on tomorrow or not. We will see. Because, y'all, I did a lot of work in the last 5 weeks. And I'm tired. I am exhausted. Like, I don't feel tomorrow. I think I'm going to just lay in my bed and watch movies. I don't even know if I'm going to read. Well, I probably will be reading a little bit of this. But I'm going to, like, play my game. I'm going to relax tomorrow because your girl been putting in work behind these doors in here. Dehydrating and sending out stuff and packaging stuff and just, it's a lot. So I'm exhausted. So I'll probably be off tomorrow. And if not all day, I'm definitely going to take the morning. Have I seen Dark Material? Of course. We have the books and the movies and all of it. We have a lithiometer too. It's up there. hmm So that gives some other people time to go watch the other movies because I know everybody ain't on the same schedule. I just want to know to those of you that did go watch, you watched Mary was interesting. Yeah, it's all right. Um, the what is it called? The Seven Signs of Christ's Return. What y'all think about that? It's spooky, or am I the only one that spooked a little bit? And it came out in 1997. He was like, and this will be the fifth sign. Wait a minute, we living in the fifth sign right now. Hold on. Did y'all see it? Anybody in here that seen it? You was clenching your pearls. Baby, listen here. I'm trying to tell you. I said, okay, all right. Well, yeah. It's on a couple of them, y'all. The seven. No, not the seventh sign. The seven signs of Christ's return. You said what, Mari? Paving definite lines in the sand for categories. That part, categorization. What you talking about? Is you talking about the more doors, or are you talking about You're welcome. I watched it on Tubi, but they said it's a whole bunch of places. You're welcome. But y'all know, anytime y'all miss homework, y'all know y'all can always go back to yesterday, because that's when we gave it out. Was yesterday. You're working. You're working. You're welcome. Did you watch it? Did y'all watch it? You watched it, Mari? It's mind blowing that was made 20, 30 years, 27 years ago. 3/4 of it? Okay. 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 When you get to the rest of it, baby, I, yeah, pay attention and please take notes if you can to whatever make your body stand up or make you be like, wait a minute, hold on. Write that down. It's important in real life. I'm about to go make me some eggs and bacon. I hear it calling my name, and I'm probably gonna make me some toast with some strawberry jelly on it. Please do. You watched it, Plachette? Ain't that spooky? It's a little unnerving. For real. Like, a little alarming. Like, wait a minute, wait. Even though we know, but to see it right here is different. 20 years ago, I'm like, yeah, okay. But it's different because it's in the news right now. Something that was made 27 years ago, all of it is in the news right now. And it's so weird because not everything, but a lot of it is happening exactly like eating apple pie and ice cream. Ooh. I will be going to get me some pie crust tomorrow. I ain't had no apple pie. Ooh. I'm going to get me some canned apples tomorrow, baby. Don't even worry about it. Is and a pie crust and some ice cream. I'll be up there. Because I ain't been wanting to eat chocolate before I go to sleep, but I be wanting something. Ooh. Might give me a Marie Callender's. I might make it myself, but if I don't feel like making it, I'm going to give me one tomorrow. You sure said it. Damn. And then you heat it up and let that pie be hot and put that cold, baby. Yeah. This is why I can't lose no weight. This is why I can't lose no weight. I was just eating cheesecake last week, but I don't want the cheesecake because it's heavy. I don't want the chocolate because I'm in menopause and it makes me sweat. So I was trying to think of something that's good and gooey and all of that that ain't gonna have me going through all of this. I'm going to make me an apple. If I don't make one, I'm buying one tomorrow and I'm getting me some ice cream. Pulling out some Talenti Pacific Coast pistachio. So is it good? Because I looked on Target the other day and I was going. I'm gonna tell you, it might still be in my cart. I ain't never had it, and I'm gonna tell you what I want to get. Then I was like $7 for some ice cream. It hurt my heart. I'm about to tell you exactly what I was gonna get. Listen, I can't eat that peach cobbler. I'm only eating the crust and the juice. I'm scooping everything out the middle. I'm gonna pick all them peaches out. I'm gonna eat that juice part and the bread. Them peaches gotta go. Make the peach cobbler without the peaches, please. Just the gooey stuff. Mm-mm. No. I'm scooping every bit of them peaches out. I only want the bread from the top and the bottom and the gooey stuff in the middle. Everything else gotta go to the trash. No. Not eating that. Let me see what's in this one. Yep. Yep, Mari. Yep. Look. This the one I put in my cart. You see it? Is this what you talk about? And is it good? Because I almost spent $6.31. I said, that's a lot. And I don't know how big that container is. And I like a lot for my money. So I didn't get it. But it looked real good. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go on and do that tomorrow then. I tried one. Mm-hmm. Sure did. They had all them little flavors you just... And I seen this cookies and cream when I was like, oh, that look good. I said, no, Circa. No. And $6 this is me. I said, $6 for one little thing of ice cream? You said you're gonna love it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Sure did put that in my cart the other day. It's been sitting there for about 2 days. I said, I don't know about that. I don't know. And it make it hard because I got the stuff in there to make it. All I gotta do is throw my bowl in the refrigerator. My little ice cream bowl, I can throw it in the freezer. The caramel cookie crunch. Looks like I'm about to buy me some sweet stuff. Mm-hmm. Because I got some cream in there. All I need is the cookie parts. I'm about to see. Because I got my KitchenAid thing came with a gelato book. You just hold on a minute. Because I might get it. Depending on how much it costs, I'll be making it. Uh-huh. Sure did. Not a book, but an insert. And I ain't seen this in... Look. My bowl came with this like 8 years ago. The Southern... Okay. Well, there we go. Show is. I'm about to put my little thing in the freezer. Chocolate gelato, strawberry gelato, sorbet. Salted caramel, lemon gelato, and pumpkin spice. So did. Small batch, authentic vanilla gelato. Well, where is my sample at? I don't think my kids might have used it. Yep, I'm sure about to. Y'all, it's everything in there. Y'all think I be playing, baby? One thing I'm gonna do is eat. And if I can eat, if I can make it at home and make a lot of it, because I like to eat it more than once. If I eat something and I like it, I don't want to have to pay every time I buy it. I need to learn how to make it at home. And my greedy self, if I can make it at home, I'm going to make it because I want to make a lot. Like a whole lot. So I can eat it now, eat it later, eat some tomorrow, eat some next week, freeze it, and come back and eat the rest next week. So I be trying to figure out how to make it on my own. I do not listen, but I am gonna try it. I'm gonna spend my little $6 on my. Look at my hands, Mari. This is when I gotta pace myself, cause baby, I'll pick it up and put it back down. You hear me? $6 for one little thing of ice cream, baby. Listen. You said I'd be double big bag. Baby, there's so much stuff in here. Pretty much anything I want to make, I can make it. I have the utensils to do it. And I did that because my kids, I ain't always got no $300 for us to go eat. No place. And I know it's something I can make. And that make it at home became, they didn't even want to go to nowhere. They like, Mom, you found the recipe, you got the stuff. And this is when they have money to go to the restaurant. They like, nah, can you just make it? Because you got everything in here. Why is we going to the restaurant and you can make it in here? Right. Let's get this popping. Shoot. And we get to eat it tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Instead of just one day. I know it's about the experience too, but I like a lot. Trying to tell, and now they do it. They be like, why would I go pay all of that when I can just make it myself? I'm going to make it myself. Mm-hmm. But I am. If I don't, I'll probably make some ice cream and some pie tomorrow. Petty. That's why I say choose your favorite flavor. But I've never been disappointed with this brand. It becomes my favorite. Oh, I believe it. I just know if I like it, I'm gonna make it. So I'm gonna check into it. It just listen. I'm cheap. Do you hear me? I am cheap. $7. I be thinking the cream is $2. I got some Oreo crumbles. I got some little Oreo pieces with no cream on them I can throw in there. From them little Oreo sticks that I bought. I got some. I got some cream. You hear? This what I'm thinking on, Mari. Hear me? Like, because then I can make 2 of them little things. Auntie, that cookies and cream with that middle crunch. Right, and I'm saying I probably could make it. I'm going to figure it out. Because I like Oreo cookie ice cream is like my favorite ice cream. Like if Oreo cookie and strawberry and real vanilla, I'm going to eat them every time. Now, all the others, I got to have a taste. But them 3, smack. Every time. Every time. But you spend it and then make it if you like it, right? It just hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. I be trying to. They didn't mess up. Hold on. How many of y'all was trying to make the soup mix? Anybody trying to make the cream of soup mix that we looked at? You realize that if you just add the cheddar cheese nacho powder in there, that you just made cheddar cheese soup? Like the cheddar cheese potato soup that I just ate today, I know for a fact that ain't nothing but the powdered milk and the powdered cheese. And then they put some potatoes in there and a couple seasons. And that's it. Probably equal parts. Cheddar and broccoli soup. When you buy it out the bag, it ain't nothing but the cheese powder. They even got the white cheddar powder. So if you wanted to make a white cheddar pasta, you know how they give it to us? Like the powder kind from the old mac and cheese and all of that. That's all it is. Y'all been playing in our face this whole time. So if you did potatoes, any kind of potatoes, you dehydrated potatoes, and healthier because you're making it without all the extra stuff. Listen, It ain't nothing but milk and cheese and then your little. I said, oh, okay, on that too. Because I like cheddar cheese soup. It don't matter. Broccoli, potato, whatever. I like it. And then I turn around today and just put some corn in it and made like a potato corn chowder, cheddar cheese, potato and corn chowder. Fire. Added me some extra cheese in there. That was it. So you got to think about it. They said throw a can of chicken in there, and I'm like, shoot, we dehydrating chicken, so that's like a whole chicken chowder, corn, potato situation going, and all you needed was some water, and you can package them up in the mylar bags. You know what I'm saying? Of course, keep your chicken separate, but you can put that dried corn and all of that stuff right in the bag. So, with some bacon bits, come on. I'm about to go make me some bacon now. It is. I done sit back down 3 times. Bye, y'all. It'll be 2 o'clock and I'll still be talking about, but I'm off tomorrow. I'll probably come on later on. But listen, yeah, because I might just do that. Go on and cook the bacon and leave the egg. But I really want a fried egg. I want one right now. That's what I'm about to eat. I'll eat that soup tomorrow with the bacon on it. Bye, y'all. I'm about to go eat. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning or tomorrow or in the evening. I don't know what time, but I'm chilling tomorrow. Yes, I love y'all.